Good Tuesday evening. Hope you're having a wonderful ending of another beautiful October 22nd. Let me ask you this. Do you have an inkling of an idea of what may be next for you as far as your heart's desire? I was riding with a friend this afternoon and I asked her the same question. Yeah, we're teachers and she's been teaching many years, and we were on our way to see Elizabeth Warren, presidential candidate, and the two of us had a great time getting to know one another, and what a beautiful background she has. And she shared with me how in her heart she's interested in interior design. Yeah, this has something to do with 1 Chronicles 23 or 22. Yeah, 23, because it's talking about David being full of days. That means he was old, and it was nearing his time to wrap things up, to go transition with his ancestors. But before then, he did something very important in verse 1. He made his son king. Oh, I know that was huge for him. King over all Israel. And even though David was in this high-powered position, being able to pass the baton to his offspring, it says in verse 5 that he appointed people to praise the Lord, and it says that they were able to do so with the instruments that David made. So David still was skilled with his hands. He still blessed people with the talents from a long time ago when he was a shepherd boy. So a lot of times that is a hint to what's our heart's desire. What would we want to do for the remainder of our days? Maybe look back in childhood. What made our heart just like, ooh? I was sharing with my friend as far as always music and art, always colors, and how I discovered I had like synesthesia, that I could see a color like turquoise and I would be hearing the key E flat. And if I see like a sharp burgundy color, I hear in my mind F sharp. A lot of people have that. Vasily Kandinsky was a Russian artist, and Walt Disney, and that's how he made Fantasia. The clue is to go back in your childhood and see what did you love to do. And if you are fortunate enough to pick it up while you still have your days, or even if you are full of days like David was. And because today is October 22nd, we go to Proverbs 22, and the second part of verse 1 really spoke to me. The favor of the Lord is way more important and to be desired than silver and gold. And you'll be able to pursue those interests and giftings and talents, even in retirement. The Lord will make it so, because it says the favor is more important than money. And then you'll see that the Lord will orchestrate people to bless your life, as he did this afternoon. I didn't have my heat on for the last few weeks of the fall season because I said I need a professional heating person to bleed the radiators and to shut the heating system. But before that, to do a check, because I have an old furnace. And do you know that the Lord put someone in my path this summer who just blessed me painting the exterior of the house, and he had someone, plumbing and heating guy. God will do that. That's the loving favor of the Lord as we keep him first. So know that the Lord wants to bless all his children, all his people. And I didn't get a chance to say this morning, but Psalms 112, that would have been one of the scriptures. It says, a good woman showeth favor, or a good man showeth favor, and lendeth, and she'll guide her affairs with discretion. The Lord will show us how to manage our funds and to bless others, and we will be able to spread the wealth and the riches. Yeah, and it says that in verse 3. Should be in her house, and her righteousness endureth forever, and she'll be able to bless her generations, just like David did for Solomon. Okay, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the Lord's blessings and get good rest, and know that he has a plan for you even in our older days. Good night.